UDA sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now Hundley. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he loses the football a second time. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing, Hundley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Yards to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Their own 19-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Dalton.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump on the
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Number 33.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll drop the throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game. Here is a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make it.
And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He can really smell 800 catches right now, because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
At the 46-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
It's caught. Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down, Atlanta.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first down carry for Davis. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. On the option, here's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Cowboys. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 75 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
10 at the 30-yard line.
The 1st down carry by Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Rolling to his right. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. His 1st catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Toss left to Elliott. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
They run the counter. Pollard. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 29. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front. And it into an easy first down conversion.
For the Cowboys. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Now Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
He's brought down.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
He is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Falcons 16. Cowboys 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A very quick pass to Ridley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Back to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Number 33, the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted.
Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
This is Tony Pollard. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Taken down at the 41.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Prescott on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Olonilua in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 2. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Younghoe Koo to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
35-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Dak's going to keep it on the option. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
41-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
By the Falcons.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, it's Patterson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The tackle made.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods. When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
On play action, they'll throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the play.
And the Falcon first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick is
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Oh, boy.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from.
And they're going to bury him back back at the 11-yard line. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Hundley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Complete to number 33. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
26.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. Throwing, Hundley. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Cowboys 34, Falcons 26.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hundley. He completes this to Russell Gage.
Hundley's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he went. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he'll...